Well, oh, very nice.
Ah,
Ah, shit. I'm jealous.
anyway.
You've been practicing?
No.
Nah. Oh, nasty.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Look at this. Proper notes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
I know.
Well, where do you want to start?
Well, I'll start with I'm really glad that I watched it again because I got a totally different impression of the game.
Okay.
I thought, we're definitely, obviously we're not where we should be,
Yeah.
but I thought we might have turned a corner in that game.
I hope so. I hope so.
And I reckon
Yeah.
we need to take in context that North are nowhere near the team they were when we beat them earlier. I think they've improved out of sight.
Did you see that? Did you see Cripper, that little short of Cripper, what Cripper was saying on Instagram? It was a real. Someone sort of asked him point blank, like, you know, how do you turn it around? You know, when it's not going your way. Because obviously it was a tough game.
Yeah.
And he just said, look, you know, it goes for 120 minutes basically, and we just decided that we had to grind it out, even if it meant we were going to win like at the last minute.
Yeah, I did see that.
They kind of resigned themselves to that, and I just was really impressed. I don't know. I was just really impressed, like, because he said the same thing. Like, North, they played really well.
They did.
Like, their chain ups and their lines were superb.
Yeah. Since Clarko's been back, they're playing really, really good footy.
Like,
you know,
lucky.
They pushed Sydney for quite a while the other week.
Yeah. They pushed all of our guys.
Oh, yeah. They played a rough. They were out to hurt too, which pissed me off. And I hope they fucking remember it next time.
Well, did you see...
straight into spite and
violence.
Revenge. Yeah.
Well, like someone on SEN said that the coaching camp are not happy because he was getting mauled. But I thought that all game, I thought we were getting mauled. Like, I saw Kennedy go down. It looked like he'd been run over by a car.
Yeah.
So someone just like landed on him and rolled him. He was down for forever, and I think it was Smotlop grabbed the ball and kicked a goal, but he went straight back to Kennedy to pick him up because, like, it was literally like he'd been run over a car.
There was a nasty bump on, I think it was the third quarter. Let me have a look at my notes. There was a really nasty bump on Newman too.
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Might have been second quarter.
Apparently there's going to be some, in the SCN quote unquote, there's going to be like a lot of please explains because there was a lot of I don't know shit that happened that just apparently there's going to be some, it was in the sort of beyond the scope of the rules. There's going to be
I thought the umpires
because
there's not one North Melbourne supporter that agree with this, but North got looked after big time.
Well, I thought they did, but apparently not. Apparently everyone's saying, "Oh, we got heaps of freak." I was like, "What? We couldn't touch anyone without being like the whistle." As soon as someone got touched, whistle, but we were getting just like.
Walshy got done for having the ball for 0.12 of a second again.
Oh, yeah. It's fucking ridiculous.
There was a tackle that Walsh laid in that first quarter. No. I forget who did the tackle. It was clear holding the ball. And it wasn't there. Walsh was held without it in first quarter.
Yeah.
There were lots of holding without it. There was lots of...
tons of holding.
Charlie was wrapped up again right in front of the umps. And not only wrapped up, front on contact wrapped up.
Yeah, front on contact. That happened a few times.
Yeah.
Not just to Charlie.
Yeah.
Clear chopping, arm chopping, all of that was going on. It was just all over the place. It was really frustrating, actually, because we'd touch someone and the whistle would go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just like, well, fuck it, we've lost this because, we're not getting anything. It was just really bad.
First quarter was a pretty even contest, I thought. Watching it back.
Yeah.
Look. They were out tackling like madmen at the beginning. They were looking good.
At a glance, like at the first from the first watch.
Yeah.
And it looked like the rabble of old. It looked like just the Carlton ball and the bombing. I thought that has crept back into our game a bit.
It happens when we're under pressure.
Yeah, it was there was no composure.
And I reckon I'll tell you what I reckon they need to just forget about this new interpretation of holding the ball, because we were breaking tackles really well.
Yeah.
And I reckon they're fumbling and nervy because they don't want to grab the ball. They're too scared of being done for holding the ball. I reckon they just got to ignore that and go for it and just break tackles like they used to.
That goes for every team. I think it's happening with every team.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get pinged.
Yep.
So it's like, fuck it, I'll just not go for it.
But you know what? Even if you get pinged, it's better than fumbling it, because that can lead to a really quick transition.
Turnover.
Yeah, turnover. And if you grab it and you get done, it gives your defenders time to set up, though, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So just take the risk.
They're all shit scared.
Yeah, just take the risk and do it and try and break the tackle.
Yeah. I think they've got to address it, because you can't win without getting that ground ball possession. You can't. You just.
Yeah.
You're not going to get any. You're not going to. It's just.
But they were.
And they were quick. Like.
Well, we knew they were going to be
really quick.
We knew the biggest issue of playing them was going to be their followers, their centres, their midfielders.
Yeah. They're a damn good team.
Yeah, they are.
Like the second last, but fair dinkum, that they didn't look like it. And turnover. But the problem is that GWS the week before made us look like a bottom two team as well. So I'm kind of worried a little bit.
Agree. Apparently we're doing another big training block at the moment.
They're all shit scared.
I heard this week.
5 days. 5 days and a big training block.
Yeah. Which would make sense, because we've looked really shot last few games.
Yeah. I'm glad Akers isn't playing, because he was fucked.
Give him a rest, yeah.
Yeah. So Cottrell needs to step up.
I thought Cottrell was quite good.
He wasn't bad. Did you see the list? Did you see the team?
To play Port Melbourne?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. What do you reckon? Oh, sorry. Let's say it again. I said that last week.
Let's play Port Melbourne instead.
Probably lose.
They fucking beat us. What did I think? It's the best we can do.
Yeah, I thought Boyd must still not be right, because I would have him in the back line over Chera.
I know. I was disappointed.
A lot of noise about Chera. We're not the only ones worried about it.
Yeah, but are they playing? They doing stupid things with him though in the halfback, like, like we're starting to do that stuff again. Play people out of position. I mean, it worked with Williams, but he can only last 4 or 5 games in a season.
He played all right there. It was a bit of a shaky start, but by the end he was playing pretty well out of the back line. I think they're probably putting him there till he gets a bit of confidence back in his hammies, maybe.
Yeah.
Because it's taken Saad 3 or 4 games, and he finally started to unleash again on the weekend.
He was a clear vote winner. Clear vote winner.
I didn't have him in the votes.
You're joking. Mate, he saved our ass.
Yeah, a few times. Yeah.
And man, that they keep playing that. There was a stretch he did on. They keep playing it on Instagram. It's just fantastic. He breaks tackles. He drops, fumbles the ball, picks it back up again, dodges 2 players, runs through them, gets all the way up to the half-forward line.
Yeah.
And then kicks the ball. I think it got turned over, and then he tackled the dude he was just superhuman.
Yeah.
I just love that guy.
But yeah, I mean, it's taken him a few games to get back to that, I reckon, and he's finally sort of realised, okay, Hammy's a good now, I'm going to go for it. Where maybe that's where Chera's at.
So what's wrong with Woz?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he's just barely at AFL standard now. So, don't know.
Right.
Holy shit.
Paddy Dow.
Paddy Dow, yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah, he was running around like a chook with his head cut off. He doesn't know.
I thought that when I watched the game.
Lost.
I thought that when I watched the game the first time, but when I watched it again, he wasn't as. He was actually pretty good. He did all right.
Okay.
Yeah. He's getting a lot more attention now. I reckon that teams are willing to tag him now. And I reckon he's not used to it just yet. That's my take. And maybe he's a little bit underdone at the moment with something. Injury. Don't know.
Yeah. Something's not right.
But a lot of people talking about Chera too, like we have been, what's wrong with him this year.
Yeah.
A lot of people. What was I listening to today? Don't know. But I reckon I go back to. I reckon change it up. Let him free. Go Chera. Go for it. Be an attacking midfielder for a while. See how you go.
Shit, Chair.
Ditch this defensive role we've been putting you on. See how you go as the attacking midfielder. And we make Hewitt more of a sweeping defender for just for a minute, just to see how it goes.
Well, let's face it, we really don't have anyone in the midfield. We're going to get killed in the midfield this week.
Possibly.
We really are. Because, those guys, when they fire that midfield, man, we got no chance. Cripper is amazing, but we just don't have the speed. We don't have the zap. And so it kind of renders your Bulls a little bit useless.
Well, it can do. If it especially does if they're not on top and pressuring and winning at the contest. Yes.
Yeah.
It can be nullified if they harden up and get stuck into it. That's not going to be as much of an issue. But yeah, if they continue to not bring it like they have the last few weeks,
it's going to be ugly.
It'd be interesting to see if Chincotta runs on
Butters or
Butters
someone.
Again. Yeah. You see, Rosie's back now too, isn't he?
Yep.
And then they can run Wines through there. They can run Houston through there. They can. Yeah.
They've got 5. Yeah. Just absolute Speedy Gonzalez dudes in there. Good with the football too.
Oh, look, it's definitely an issue. It's something that has to be looked at. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're not stupid. I mean, if we can pick it, surely they can.
And this is the thing. You think so, and then you just see them come out and they're just impotent. Our forward line.
Cripper, I've got it on good authority that you're impotent.
No, he's a different story.
Yeah,
he's a separate being still, which is unfortunate.
And you know what? He's tweaked his pace a bit this year too. He did that sprint training in the off season in WA with Edward Norton, and yeah,
right,
yeah, they both worked with a guy that was the sprint trainer for can't remember now. Maybe it's the Eagles or maybe, I don't know, athletics. I don't know.
Ben Cousins. Here you go, fellas.
Hey, we need to put I'll write out a list of definitions on our Facebook page. in a contract,
Edward Norton.
Edward Norton.
Yeah.
David Warner, herein known as in commas, inverted commas, Edward Norton. Toby Green shall herein be known as the Macarena.
I was waiting. I watched their game on the weekend. I was waiting for him to kick a goal. I wanted to hear it.
No, I saw it, and it's confirmed.
Did you?
They played the Macarena again, so that's
great.
Toby, you're now the Macarena.
He is. He's the Macarena.
Speaking of, and Jack Carroll, I decided looks like the Greek god Pan.
I don't know what that looks like, but it sounds funny.
He looks like one of those Greek gods.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, Pan played well, I thought.
Pan, he had a really good go. He's obviously he wants to be in the side.
It's the best he's played since that Brisbane game, the opening round.
Right.
Yeah, he had a go.
I can't say he did anything bad.
He fumbled and turned one over, but I thought he had a real go, and
Ben Cousins.
Yeah, I'd like to see him continue that form. He needs to build on that now. But if he plays like that every week, got no issue with him being in the team.
Yeah. Well. See, it's funny because Kennedy's not really in the midfield anymore.
Yeah, I know.
He's either forward or back, or you know what I mean. So it's almost like he's been replaced already. That's what it feels like. Because I never see him in the middle anymore.
The thing is, when he did go in the middle the other week, he was really good.
I don't know what his size is, but he's in the ruck a lot as well.
He'd be about. He looks like he's Cripper's what's Cripper
6'5", 6'5",
just under 6'5", I think.
About as tall as me, 6'5".
Well, Kennedy looks like he's about 6'3", I think. Not
6'3".
Yeah.
He's not quite as strong as I am.
So he's a big unit, Kennedy.
6'3". Shit. I don't know. He looked pretty small up against that. North Melbourne. What's his name? Cherry or Berry or something.
Yeah, whatever he is.
Big unit with a helmet on.
How tall, Josh? No, what's his name? What's his first name? Matt Kennedy.
Matt, yeah.
Oh, 1.9. No.
What's that in feet?
Yeah, 6 foot. Yeah.
He's not 6'5". He's not 6'5", surely.
Hang on.
Our stats are just flying across the graphics of the screen now. Just
length. Hang on. Hang on. Oh. Yeah, 6'2.5".
Ooh, nah. I guess he's a body on someone, but he's not a ruckman.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, also, they beat us. They beat us in every line. I thought they beat us on every line. Forward, mids.
I was
backs,
surprised.
everywhere.
I was surprised how good their defence and their forwards were. Putting Comben up forward was was good.
He was on his own so often. It was just frustrating. Oh, and just their contested marks. They're killing us. I thought it's been a while. I might be hallucinating or something. But I just thought back to that game. When I think back to that game, I just thought overhead. We weren't there, and I don't know. He just didn't turn up. I mean, I know they played well. But
first quarter we matched them, and we went to the quarter time break with a lead.
But you know But you know what? But it didn't look good though.
We held on, but
How many times did you watch the game?
I did watch it twice.
Okay. The last time was on Monday.
So it's been a few days.
Okay. So it's been a few days.
I did watch it again.
Yeah, I just.
I don't
know. It looked really easy, and we just looked messy and fumbling, and some of the there was. Well,
I thought
they turned the ball over a couple of times as well.
Look, I thought first quarter, Owies and Fogarty were good.
Oh, Owies was great.
It was interesting. Owies had almost two identical attempted marks.
Games.
No, in the first quarter.
Oh, yeah.
First one, he should have gone early. This is a bugbear of mine. I wish players, they've lost that art form of jumping early, using their legs. Anyway.
Yeah.
He took the second one and kicked a goal. Fogarty was great. I thought they were pretty good all game. Good pressure.
Fogarty kicked a nice goal from the side.
Oh, that was unbelievable.
That was a tough goal.
Yeah.
Sailed through.
When TDK went off, a noticeable difference in losing the clearances.
Well, when we had Cripper then in the ruck.
Yep, that was first quarter, right? Yeah.
And then he went down and didn't want to come back up again. And God knows what they did to his foot. I mean, what? Seriously, like, what are they doing?
Yeah, I feel good. Yep, no problem, no pain.
Yep, about 5 cc's should do it of Novocaine. God knows what they're going. He could hardly walk.
Yeah.
And he went down the race and he came back up again and he was still kind of hobbling. He went down the race again and came back and he was like jumping.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what the fuck that is. But if that's legal, okay. There was a bit of, what did you think about the controversy with Harry? Because I thought he was out on his feet.
Well, he needs to be more.
Even I could see it.
Well, he needs to happen more often because that snap at goal was sensational.
Mate, that was just like so redeeming. Like, no, there's nothing wrong with him. Yeah. He's fine, but he was gone. He was out. His eyes were rolling around his head.
It's hard to tell.
People were carrying him.
He's a bit of a. He's a bit of a. He's a bit of a sook too.
Fogarty.
I love him, but he's a big.
He was out.
I love him to death, but he's a bit of a big sook at times.
I thought he was out. Well, I mean, I don't give a shit, but he was out. Well, he was out. I don't give a shit, but he was out. I didn't care. I mean, I was just like, no, leave him out there.
I didn't care. No, we need him. No, don't take him off.
We'll deal with it in 20 years, mate. We'll deal with it in 20 years when you can't remember. Don't worry about it. When you can't remember who you are, you're shitting your pants. Can't remember who you are.
Great, strong work in the middle of quarter two. Hewitt, beautiful, fucking strong clearance. And how about his pass to Charlie? Lace out pass to Charlie.
Yeah.
Man alive. And then.
Yeah.
What does Charlie do? What have we asked him?
Oh, my God.
Rushes the kick. God. Bellies it, right?
Couldn't believe it.
Then they tear us up through the turnover.
Yeah.
The length of the ground. And ironically, their forward, I forget who it was that took the mark, took the identical mark in the identical position at the other end of the ground. He takes his time.
Went back and had a shot. Yeah.
And gets the
beautiful. Goal. Yeah. Beautiful. Sort of bending goal.
Yeah.
Sort of bending
the commentator said, when you do that, when you rush it like that, it doesn't give your defenders time to set up behind the ball. That's why they were able to just straight out of there.
I heard him say that the second time I watched it. The first time I watched it, I couldn't. I just couldn't deal with the commentating, so I just put music on instead and just watched it because I just can't stand them most of the time. And then the second time I watched it, I had to listen to them, And they did confirm that.
It actually wasn't a
It's
bad
like-
commentary team for our game.
It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. It was pretty
Yeah, there
funny.
were some good calls there.
Yeah.
You know, North got the first.
They were willing North to win, though, weren't they?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's understandable. It's understandable.
Yeah, I guess so.
North kicked the first 2 goals in the second quarter, and then TDK comes back on and wins the centre clearances, two of them.
Bit of super juice.
Yeah.
Bit of super juice.
And that's when Fogarty did that tackle and kicked that amazing kick from the boundary.
Yeah. Actually, that was controversial too, wasn't it? That tackle. That was controversial.
Yeah, it was a bit borderline.
Yeah.
But
what can you do? I mean,
well, that's happened. That we've been called on that one. We've had free kicks against us hundreds of times this year for that one. So you know, I got not much sympathy there.
No. That one against Elijah, I thought was that one against a little bit soft, like a little bit.
Which one?
He sort of
where he went to kick
he was
it
on the boundary line.
Yeah,
and he went to kick it. Boundary line. So, like, if you're in motion and you're trying to kick the ball, and someone just like grabs you, is that a free kick?
I thought he just moved too slowly. Honestly, he looked a bit sloth, bit like Charlie.
It was a little bit, yeah.
Just throw it on the boot, mate.
A little bit pina colada-ish.
And they were pressuring. That was a real example of how much pressure they were putting on.
Was it? Yeah, it was a tough handball that he got. It was a tough handball. Oh shit.
But he telegraphed what he was doing, and he took way too long to take that kick. And
he should have handballed it out. He should have handballed it out.
So they'd kicked 4 goals in so far in that quarter at that point. Then Motlop pops up and kicks 2 goals in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And Sardi starts to get involved really in the back line, starting to run around, and some good clearances from him from the back.
Yeah. Good defense work. Good defensive work.
Absolutely.
Saving goals.
Second quarter was that nasty bump on Newman. It was have a look at it. It was a real nasty bump, and Hewitt was taken high. No free kick for either one. Akers and Newman, great bloody tackles out on the wing.
Yeah.
And then we just couldn't hold them. We couldn't hold them off coming into half time. They got a goal. That Comben guy took a marking goal. And
it was late, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was late in the quarter. I think it was like 30 seconds or something.
Yeah, really gave me the shits, that one. The only thing, but what made me happy was I looked at Voss and he was furious. I was thinking, man, you boys are going to cop it. You're going to cop it.
Yeah.
You could see it on his face. One of the assistant coaches trying to talk to him was just like shaking his head. Nah. He was marching. He was marching down the race. He was ready to go. No, they bloody need it. They need to toughen up a bit, these boys. We've said it time and time again.
I hate it when you see them down in the rooms and they're all sitting in their little circles, drinking their fucking little drinks and having their salt tablets, and it's like, fuck off.
Wayne Harms used to have a bloody Benson and Hedges at halftime.
Have an arm wrestle or something. Come on. Sitting around chatting like a fucking old woman's tea party.
You know, North Melbourne then came out and kicked the very first goal of the third quarter, but
yeah.
Hewitt again, really good clearance out of the middle.
It baffles me why he isn't just a regular starter, Hewitt.
Nailed their ruck in a tackle. Absolutely nailed him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Which he does regularly. Yeah. Nails the ruck of the opposition, just puts them down.
Oh, I fucking love Hewitt.
Yeah, I love Hewitt. I reckon he's had a great year. I was gobsmacked that they put him out for 2 games. I couldn't believe that. Don't know what that was about. I'd love to find out, hey?
I don't know. Because who came on? Someone waltzed straight back into the team.
Yeah.
And he was out.
Cottrell?
Yeah, I think it was Cottrell, maybe.
Or Chera?
And he was sub. Maybe Chera.
Yeah.
And he was sub. I'm like, he's not a sub. Hewitt's not a sub.
Well, first game back, Chera was good. He was really good. I was thinking, shit, for first game back, he's playing great. And then he just hasn't done much. But having said that, on the weekend, after watching it a second time, he was pretty good. He was pretty good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not overly disappointed that Piternet's coming back in.
No, I'm not either.
Because I think he's a really good ruckman.
I do too. Not only that, I reckon it'll force us to play our
play differently.
Our hard contested work in the middle again.
Yeah.
It will go back to clearances a little bit more, which we need to. We bloody need to.
Yeah.
But I wonder if
as soon as they see.
Yeah, go on.
As soon as they see De Koning start grabbing it off the ground, they just like assume, oh well, he can do it then. We'll let him do it.
Well, he does.
Why he isn't.
He is like having another midfielder.
Fuck. Yeah.
I reckon he saved us on
Sunday.
Big
time.
Yeah.
Big time.
I've given him the.
If he.
Spoiler alert! I've given him the 3. I've given him the 3. Yeah. To come back on and do what he did with a broken foot, and then
full of drugs.
Full of the green whistle. Maybe he had a green whistle enema.
Well, those were the days, mate.
What are you doing? Tom, this is desperate times. Take one for the team.
Bend over that. Bend over that. Also, put a few tablets in there.
Breathe in. Big breath. Geez, how was Newman's pass into Owies into the 50? Did you see that?
I don't remember. I just
mate, he called for it. I forget who had the ball. He called. I think. Oh, Cottrell. Cottrell went in really hard. Won a really hard ball. Handball to Newey, and mate, his delivery was just perfect to Owies. Just
yeah.
He does that. He does that all the time. Puts it in into the forward.
I love him. I love him.
Newman.
I love Nick Newman.
I love Newman.
He's
another one that saves our ass time.
He really does.
He really does. He really does. And I hope McGovern is actually
and
fit,
not just coming in
underdone.
Don't think they'd risk him if he wasn't. I really don't.
Because he has to be firing.
Because he has to be firing.
Because Paul Wieders.
He's like
can't do it on his own.
He just can't do it on his own.
Well, thank God common sense has prevailed. They've put Kemp back in next to him.
Yeah.
I wonder if it must be hard. They're in a hard position because they want to try and maintain second position on the ladder, but at the same time they've got a whole lot of players that are susceptible to injury in our team.
Totally.
And they've really got to, balance that with wanting the points but also not wanting to trash players for finals. I wonder if the last few weeks they've taken calculated position of saying, let's concentrate a bit more on transition. Let's forget the clearance thing for a while because I know it's going to bang bodies up. I just wonder. And some of the selection stuff's been weird too. I wonder if they're just kind of experimenting and either that or they're just being fucking stupid. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I don't know. It's as soon as we seem to have a little bit of a winning formula, and it's happened to other teams too. It's happened to Sydney.
Yeah.
As soon as we have a little bit of a winning formula, bang. The two players that change the whole dynamic are gone.
Yeah.
and then we're back to rabble again, and we're back to, there's no connection between and cohesiveness between the team, and it's just really frustrating. But you see other teams go through the same shit. They just can't keep. It's impossible, really. It's 24 rounds.
I suppose it is. I've been a bit shocked by Sydney's sudden lapse. I mean, against Brisbane, they're a bit unlucky with injury.
They had like 4 players down within the first quarter.
Yeah, so they still did pretty well, I guess. But yeah, they've looked shaky for a few weeks now.
Yeah, even with a full side, like they've just dropped a little bit. But
Geelong
it's a
lost
long time.
The Dogs on their home pitch. They probably shouldn't have.
And then you've got those other teams around the Dogs area that are finding a little bit of balance now.
God, what about Hawthorn?
That was like one of the best games I've seen this year. I loved that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know anything about Hawthorn, but I do now.
Yeah.
They're frightening.
Fucking hell. Fuck. That's the fastest team I've ever seen. And the most accurate.
We're going to be standing there watching them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Watching their boots run away.
As soon as we
How many
to have
absolute guns do they have?
Yeah.
And they were in all sorts of trouble at the start of the year.
Yeah, well, that was through injury, though.
Right.
They had a lot of injuries. I thought they'd make top 8 this year. So until I saw how many injuries they had at the beginning of the year. But shit, they've come.
The way they're going,
they could very well make top 8. Yeah.
If they got a sniff at finals, look out! They're all young and just crazy.
I'll tell you what was a great game: Adelaide versus Essendon. Did you watch any of that?
I didn't watch it. I just saw the end score because I thought Essendon were going to win. And then I saw the score final, the full time. I messaged my boys straight away, because that kept us in second spot.
Yeah.
I was just like, ha 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 ha, like wrapped.
We finished watching a movie and then I put the footy on. It was second half and
you watched, so you saw it.
Yeah, I loved it. That little Keys bloke had a fucking blinder. Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
Herein known as Vanilla Ice.
Because I just thought Adelaide, they're going to get smashed. I wrote them off straight away.
No, see, I
look at the score.
I thought they might have been in the top 8 this year too. They could still. Can they still get there? I don't know.
They're a fair way down now.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think so. Who knows? Because all the points are so close.
Yeah, they've underperformed a bit, but
look,
I still
honestly,
think they're capable of beating anyone. They're one of those bloody teams that can do it.
Yeah, okay. Oh, they're 14th, mate, and they're 30 points. That's
okay.
Quite a bit away from
from
42
42
points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's eighth? What's eighth position on? How many points?
Eight's Essendon of 42.
Okay.
But I think they drew one, didn't they?
Yeah, with Collingwood or something?
One. Yeah, I think it was Collingwood.
Back earlier in the year.
Yeah, it was one of those clashes, wasn't it? Wasn't it the Anzac Day?
Mm. I mean, looking at the 8, I think... Yeah, it would not surprise me to see Port and Essendon drop out.
Really? Port? I don't know. I reckon...
I think, look, Port are a great team, but they're capable of just not turning up when...
yeah, okay.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think about Geelong?
Well, I think we said, right, it just depends how those old bodies hold up.
Yeah. They're a funny one, Geelong.
Yeah.
Freo are really in form at the moment.
They're great, looking good.
And Brisbane are on fire.
Yeah, but I'm still not convinced on Brisbane.
Yeah, okay.
A few of these wins lately have been really, they've just scraped in and against teams that probably they should have beaten by more.
they probably should have smashed Sydney with all those injuries.
Yeah.
They probably should have absolutely towed them.
Yeah, Will Hayward's bloody limping around the forward line and still...
Yeah.
You know, I'm not convinced of Brisbane. I know a lot of people are rating them and, they will win the premiership. No, I don't think so.
Brisbane?
No.
Nah. I don't think it's in their DNA, to be honest.
Yeah, they're...
Hey, you know what I saw in the twos performance?
Our twos?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw Will Hayes, right, in the team. He was from the Bulldogs, right?
Yeah.
And he came across to Carlton. He only had a couple of games. He played in the AFL a couple of times. He was in the back line, or on the wing, sorry.
For us?
And yeah, for us, and then he drove someone's head into the ground, and he got suspended.
Bring him straight back in.
Yeah, I love him, but and I've met him a couple of times.
Oh.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
And
when he's not driving your head into the ground.
He's like the nicest guy, but just absolute feral.
White line fever.
Anyway, yeah. He's mate, but I'm wondering. I'm thinking, is he back in the team? Because he shifted to country football, right?
Right.
And then in the stats, it's got Jackson Binns and all these guys that have had 65 touches in the twos, which just cracks me up.
Yeah.
And he was back in there in the twos, and I'm thinking, is he back in our team again? Because he's like our AFL level player. I reckon he is anyway.
Okay, right.
He gets up at like 4 a.m. He's part of the Hayes racehorse family.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And he gets up like 4 a.m., trains friggin' horses.
29 years of age.
Takes them running. Yeah. So I was like, I don't know if it's just a coincidence and it's the same guy with the same name there or what, but is he back in our team? I don't know. I should have probably looked that up before we did this.
Hang on. Here's on the Carlton, Will Hayes. Well, he's picked in the number 22 in the NAB AFL mid-season draft.
Wow.
Is this...
Wow.
Able to play as a combination both an inside and outside midfielder.
Wow. So he's back.
Hang on, I don't know what year this is. Oh, yeah, 2024. Okay.
He was... Now, I don't know whether it was the Carlton Football Club or another website. It had all of the stats from the twos.
Okay.
Here it is here.
Yep.
Here it is here. Okay. We've got Jackson Binns, 47 disposals.
Yes, we've heard that all over social media.
Yeah. We've got Xavier Maher, don't know.
Xavier
We've got
Mayer.
Mark Pitternet.
Mayer,
is it? Will Hayes.
Okay. How many touches?
He's back. 35.
Okay.
He's a tough nut.
Right. Well, if he's in horse racing, he has to be.
Mate, he's
an
an absolute
tough
workaholic.
Dirty game, that one.
Yeah. Grew up doing that. It's not easy. Sweeping out stables and
and all the bloody crime and corruption, isn't it?
Squeaky clean, mate. Come on.
No, our best friend, a really good friend of mine's a solicitor. He wouldn't tell me his name, but he said I represented a son of a really colourful racing identity, and he said, "Oh, mate, that industry, the stories this guy had, is just, yeah."
Oh, I want him then. I like it. Sounds good.
Put him straight in, yeah.
If he's got a good lawyer, great. We could do with a good lawyer. Cripper's got a good lawyer.
I still reckon he was
Anyway,
going
so
for the ball.
there you go. He's back.
Good.
I'm stoked. I saw him. When was it? When my mate, the bloke I used to work with, died.
Yeah.
He was at the funeral. I saw him there.
Will Hayes?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We went out for lunch with him a couple of times because the guy I was supporting was a Dogs fan, and he used to be in contact with a few of them.
Okay.
And Will Hayes was one of them.
Yeah.
So we used to go out for lunch with him every now and again, and lovely bloke. But yeah, really hard at it. And I'm just I'm stoked to see that he's back playing again, because he's too good to be out in the. I mean, they get good money out there, out in the country.
Right.
I think he was captain coach of a team out there.
Yeah.
So it would have been all right money, and that's where this obviously work was out there as well.
Yep.
So there you go.
How were the other stats? Anything else jumping off?
I'll just go back. I'll go back. I know where it is now.
How'd Billy Wilson go?
Let me have a look. Okay, so the first one obviously is Jackson Binns with 47 touches. That's just a nightmare. When you see that, it's like, no, don't put him in the team.
Really?
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
Well, every time someone comes in from the VFL that's had 47 touches, fucking disastrous. Don't know why. Xavier Mayer, 36 touches. Now that's reasonable.
Okay.
36. Okay, that's a good sign.
I like it.
Pitto,
Good.
47. 47. What did he do? Like, he's got a good lawyer.
Every
didn't brush
hit
past
down.
his.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Took the kick-ins.
Of the 47 points that got kicked against him. Pitto's disposals were 17, contested possessions 12.
Limited time on the ground though, apparently.
Yeah. So, like, this doesn't mean much for Pitto.
Well, it doesn't matter. We've got no bloody choice.
He's proven.
Pitto's in the team.
Yeah, and he's proven anyway. I reckon he's in a winning team.
Oh, look, I'm not that worried. I think Pitto's. Well, the argument's, been settled. We got to stick with Pitto for the next 5 weeks, and
we're just lucky. Like, look at Melbourne.
Yeah.
Gawn goes out.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Anyway, who else was there?
Clayton,
Will Hayes.
What's up with Clayton Oliver?
Oh, so I don't know what's going on there. Did he play? Did he play last week?
Yeah, but he's just not playing well at all.
Hey, he looks like the flabby school kid, doesn't he?
Is he cokehead or something? What was all the kerfuffle pre-season?
I have no idea, mate. I didn't get into the drama.
They've kept it pretty well hushed, whatever it is.
I guess if you're a Melbourne supporter, you would know.
Maybe.
But I don't know what the issue was. Like, if he's got mental health issues, like, just fucking say it. It's no, you know what I mean? Like,
too many trips. Is he mushrooming? Is he shrooming in the off season?
Oh, mate, it could be the old ice. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty easy to get into from what I hear.
Yeah.
I'm too old for that, but
God, we'd have a heart attack.
Oh, mate.
Oh, so that's the sort of thing I'd never touch anyway, because I reckon you had it once and you're
done.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah. You might as well just book your spot in the psych ward and
play for Melbourne.
Play for Essendon.
Get a run for Melbourne, yeah.
So Will Hayes got 35 touches.
Yeah, nice. Well done,
10,
Willie.
10 clearances. 9 score involvements.
Jeez.
5 tackles. That's
Okay.
a pretty good game.
Yeah. Yep.
And then we've got our mate Cooper Lord.
Yes.
Okay. So he had 23 disposals, 7 tackles, 6 marks, 2 goals.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Bin's got a couple of goals too, didn't he?
Yeah, Jackson Binns. 3 goals.
Lucky,
How many
Mike.
tackles?
Look at Melbourne. Gorn goes out.
Doesn't say.
Nobody.
So none.
9 intercepts.
Anyway,
Okay.
who else was there? Will
13
Hayes.
marks. Is he a backman or what?
So
I don't know where they
what's
play him
going
in the
on there.
VFL.
He
I
didn't
think he's a
play-
winger, isn't he?
Did he play last week?
47 disposals. You got to be in the midfield, don't you? Or a follower. I don't know. But you look at him, and he looks like he looks tiny, mate. He looks, you know, like he looks like an under 19 or something.
Yeah, but so does Windsor, and so does that little bloody child running around for GWS. I forget his name. He looks like a little bloody mine worker from the 16th century.
Can I have some more, please?
Oh. Yeah.
Cooper Lord, 23 disposals, 7 tackles, 6 marks, 2 goals. Who's this bloke? Heath Ramshaw.
No, don't know.
24 disposals, 1 goal, 6 marks, 11 intercepts. Fuck, put him in the back line. Forget about Lewis Young. Christ.
How do you think Durden went, by the way?
He's not even there. He didn't get a mention.
No. He
Brody Kemp.
played against North. Sam
Durden?
Durden. Sam Durden.
Oh, Sam. Oh, God. What a fucking waste of time that is.
Do you like anyone except for Wiedering? Oh, and Sard. Oh, hang on. Maybe McGovern.
Newman, Wiedering,
Yep.
Sard,
Yep.
McGovern,
Yep.
Kemp,
Yes. Boyd.
Boyd. There's 6.
That'll do you.
The rest of Cowan.
Yeah, Cowan's going well.
Cowan, I don't mind.
I like him.
The rest of them, just sell them. Sell them. It's pointless. It really is. It's just useless.
Well, if Pitto goes down in the ruck, I think we'd probably throw Lewis Young in the ruck, wouldn't we?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
God forbid.
Oh, my God.
Okay, I'm never going to mention his name again.
No, it's good. It's good for my release. It releases a lot of tension when I hear that name. I just go fucking off on him.
You pour out your wrath.
Even Plowman used to do the same thing to me.
Plowman. He
Plough.
was a bit frustrating. I think people piled on him a bit too much. I think there were times.
Oh!
No, I think there were times he was pretty good.
Oh, mate. Do you want to continue this? I'm going to shut it off now. I just won't hear it. I won't hear it. Kemp has some good stats.
You reckon because his girly haircut and he was a bit unco didn't help? Some things.
Who? Plowman?
Plowman, yeah.
Plowman, the old fucking... I've got the ball. Fuck.
Looked like a chick hockey player or something.
I'm as back as far as I can. I can't kick it back any further. I'll kick it sideways again. Or I'll just go down that line. We used to go down the line.
Hey, we're starting to do it again. Don't worry about
Down
that.
the line. Well, at least there's someone there that can
Mark it.
actually kind of grab it, but
Yeah.
we never used to have anybody. Brody Kemp had a good game.
Well, he should. In my opinion, he shouldn't have been dropped.
I like him.
I don't know why Voss decides every time He has an performing game. Right, these straight back to the twos. It's like, well, hang on. Like, the mids are really the ones that are fucking up, mate. They're the ones allowing that ball back there.
The pressure.
And he's caught in a one-on-one situation or...
Yeah, you got fucking Charlie hitting the belly of the balls and doing shit like that. It's not his fault.
No, I don't think it's his fault.
So
back off him, Voss.
Yeah, I like Kemp. He's always like really hard at the ball to me, and you know, him and Cowan, I just don't have. They just bust their guts. They like.
I wouldn't mind seeing Kemp have a run up forward, see how he goes either here and there. Probably a bit late in the season to do it now, but.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's got a good leap.
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
What we can do with the forward lines, it looks amazing on paper and it just doesn't fire.
Well, I thought, look, Charlie did pretty well.
He kicked 4 goals.
He frustrates the living fuck out of me at times, but then he just kills it and kicks 4 or 5 goals. Yeah,
oh, mate. And when he comes, and at the end of the game, when he goes back and just takes all those marks, it's just like, what a legend.
That snap from Harry is like, okay, well, all's forgiven too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Look, I thought the small forwards were good on the weekend. I thought Owies was great. Fogarty was great, and Motlop was good too.
Did you see in the first quarter when Owies tackled someone over the line, and I don't know what he said to that guy, but he had him by the head and he was in his ear, and the guy cracked the shit. I don't know what he said, but Owies was smiling his ass off, and he did it twice. And I just thought,
that's what we need.
I love that.
He's got a bit of spirit. Yeah,
I love that shit.
And you see the bump he hit on Fisher when he.
Yeah. And I don't know what he's saying at the same time, though.
Yeah.
Like, not only does he bump him, he must be saying, dirty shit too. Like, go back to the fucking twos. Something. I don't know. How's your mum?
At least you're getting a run with these losers.
Found my watch. Yeah. Yeah. So we've got some twos there that they could use, like.
Any stats on Billy Wilson?
No.
Okay.
No, that was it. A bloke called Luke Nelson. I don't know anything about him, but he did really well. Like 2 goals and 4 inside 50s, 10 score involvements and 22 disposals. Like, it seems like there's a little bit of depth there that I don't know. Like say for instance when Cottrell came straight back in, maybe one of these guys should have come for a run on the wing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, because I know Will Hayes played on the wing.
Okay. Well, we've got Benz as an emergency, I think, this weekend. So maybe you'll have not the game, really, for him to have a go. But...
Well, who have they got? So, yeah. So
but we're going to miss Akers. Akers he's like an extra defender and an extra forward at times.
He is. He's an extra back. Goals. Yeah, he's that extra in the square when we really need it. So Boyd, Binns, and Lewis Young are emergencies. I don't know the game when he goes back and just takes all those marks. I don't know why that is. Like, what a legend, that particular person. But yeah.
Might be worried about Wiedering.
Oh. Fuck.
How many emergencies can you name? I thought it was only 1.
So there's 3.
Okay. So depending on who goes down,
2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hang on. But 5 on the interchange means that one of them's a sub, I think, doesn't it?
Don't
know. Well, so interchange, Cowan is in the team.
He's in the team?
Yeah, Cowan, Chincotta, Cunningham. I don't know. Like, Cunningham was pretty average.
Oh, shit. They put him on pretty late. Oh, no, Cunners is good. We need a bit of Cunners, yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised Jack Martin's not in there yet, but I'm sure they're saving him right for the last minute, aren't they?
From what I hear, he's going to play.
Okay. Not this weekend.
No?
No, he's not in the team.
He's been in the twos for a while.
Yeah, okay. Well, he's definitely not in the team this week.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, hang on. I just said definitely. I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong. Let me have a look.
Well, it doesn't have him anywhere near it. It doesn't mention him.
No, he's not named. He's not named at all, so...
Yeah. I think they have to name them, don't they?
Yep.
By now?
Yes,
because it's
a
Friday night game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I reckon they're just wanting to see how he goes, make sure his calves hold up, and then whack him in.
Shit. Chera's half back again.
Yeah, I know.
See, I don't like it. It's unbalanced.
Probably.
So you got
hoping for a bit of rebound from him, maybe.
Oh shit! I don't know. Well,
you know what? He did all right on the weekend. Second half definitely came. He started to play well. Laid some great tackles in the first half.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the balance of the back line though, and it doesn't make. Make sense.
I would have preferred Boyd in there, but I think you find Boyd's just not quite right. His body's not.
Yeah,
he's got a shin injury or something. So
maybe he's good for a half if they need.
See, I would have thought about pushing Walsh out to the wing, and then put Chera in the as a follower.
Midfield.
Yeah, in the midfield. Yeah.
No, they're sticking with Walsh as a follower.
Yeah, I know.
It's pretty similar, the team. It's pretty similar.
Walsh, Hewitt, and Cripps in the middle is pretty good.
Well, it looks, but then you the way that Walsh is fucking around at the moment, it's a disaster.
Yeah, fart-assing around out there.
Hewitt's safe. I always feel safe with Hewitt.
He's great. He's had a great year. Should never have been dropped in the first place. Shame on him.
I just reckon he's such an underrated player.
Mm.
His tackling is great.
Mm.
His composure's good. He never gets frazzled, or he's usually a good kick, an accurate kick. He doesn't fumble and fuck around with it you know what I mean? He's just solid.
Yeah, he is. I like him. Like him a lot. He doesn't back away from a bloody contest either.
Nah. Anyway, it looks very similar, the team. It looks very similar, except for obviously Pitnet.
Look, I thought as a team we were just starting to look like we're on the comeback in the second half last week. I think Vossi probably tore them a new one and said, "Get out there and bloody get it done, get into it, get stuck in," because the pressure went through the roof. And then once you do that, then you got time. Then you can work your system, and it all comes off the back of pressure.
Yeah.
But Cotterill was looking really good.
He did look better.
I made a list of players I thought were, because I gave. Okay, here we are. Where are we? So I gave TDK 3.
Okay.
Mostly just the fact that he was able to do that injured was just amazing.
He put 4 green whistles up his ass. So.
the green whistle enema. And then Hewitt I gave 2.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. You know what? I think Cripps played well, but I think he should have played much better against young midfielders. Cripps on the weekend.
Yeah. Okay.
I wish he had took that screamer in the first quarter. And you know what? I gave Ollie Hollands 1 vote this week because I really
fucking hell, mate.
I loved his endeavour this week. Thought he had a beauty. But I thought Kennedy was good. Carroll was pretty good. Elijah Hollands was good at times. Cotterill was starting to really look good again. Fogarty and Owies and Motlop played well.
They were good.
And Charlie obviously was really good too.
Poor Charlie.
He even laid a tackle.
Like,
He even laid a tackle and got a goal out of it. I nearly fell off my chair.
Right. That's right. It was.
Those big
funny
sloth
looking tackle,
arms
though.
just wrapped him.
Yeah, it was a fucking. I kept thinking, why isn't this guy breaking loose here? Because it looks so like, I've got you. I've got you.
You want to go for a surf next week?
You got a thruster or a twin fin?
I'll ride a mini, man.
Yeah, I've got a.
It's cruisy. Isn't it?
Through the tubes, mate. Yeah, he had him in the tackle. He's just like, you want some of that? Oh, it's good.
Maybe he has an edible before he plays.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just kicked in. Oh, I think I'll just snap this now. Bugger it. Boom.
I'm going to stay in the goal square, Harry. I reckon I can wrestle him off.
Where is it?
Hey, watch this one-handed attempt. Again.
Yeah. I dropped it.
Oh, God, we're blaspheming here. There'll be supporters out there furious.
It's funny though, mate. It's funny. Charlie's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because he does amazing shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
just fucking take your time when you're snapping at goal, though. Bloody hell.
what is his hurry?
Oh, he just wants to be wants to
is
do
his-
the hero, the big hero, turn and go.
But I tell you what, when he wheels and goes and does the pass, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Like that's the that's the bipolar part of Charlie.
Yeah.
It's like he looks so, slow and everything, and then he'll turn around and go boom and just hit someone up. 50-meter passes. I love him. I love him as much as he frustrates me.
Well, Harry's the same. I love Harry too. He's
Yeah.
amazing, but same thing. He does stupid fucking stuff.
Well, he can't take a mark.
No, he can't.
He's straight through. He's there. He's got it. It's just a straight through. No.
He almost could have been paid that one. He came
Poor
charging
Charlie.
out through the pack. And
Yeah.
he almost could have been paid that one.
Yeah, could have been a little bit of a push there.
That's right.
Yeah.
But then I saw,
Yeah.
I saw a couple of
Funny
others
looking
do a
tackle.
double
Yeah, I
push.
did. Yeah, I saw that. Well, they got pinged for it though too. They got pinged for that. Yeah.
Just a full breach.
I bloody hate
what
seeing
else?
it at all. Like that was pushing the back in our day, wasn't it? You could not put your hands in the back of your opponent and use the body like that. You'd have to
Which decade?
well, you'd have to shoulder them out. Like you couldn't. Like these days, they just push him in the back and take the mark. And the commentators,
Yeah.
great use of the body there. No,
Yeah, great use of the body. No,
he pushed him in the bloody back.
no, full arm stretched out like that. Bang.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, great positioning. Great positioning under the ball.
yeah.
It's like
I-
what?
I
I
moved
could
him.
have done that.
Cleverly moved him under the ball there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck.
Motlop
Yeah,
went up, tried for a screamer.
Oh look, mate, that shit. I'm done. If I see him do that again, he's never getting any votes, ever.
You've been told, Jesse.
Not one.
You've been warned. So.
Don't fucking try and be a specky dude because you're not. Be a ground ball guy, Kick it off the ground.
I got to say, he played pretty well. Because I watched
He's-
Nuffies on social media making out like he's going to be the second coming. I was like, well, I don't reckon he's that good, but
No, I don't see it. He's handy.
Not yet. He's building nicely, but not yet. He had a good
He's
game.
handy.
Did some good stuff.
Yeah, he kicked two legitimate. He got gifted one.
Ollie Holland
yeah,
got gifted that one with a guy. Oh no, did Holland's kick it? Who got? No, Motlock.
No, Motlock did. Yeah, I think. No, so they kicked it out.
And Holland's handball to Fogarty, who handballed to Motlock.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, the kick out missed the target and it went straight to
he slipped over. The guy slipped over.
Yeah, I was wrapped. Oh, because we needed every little bit of help we could get at that stage.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you'll never do that again.
Look, in summary, I reckon the boys rallied pretty well second half, and I'm hoping that they've turned a corner in that one. It's going to be a tough game on Friday night.
It's going to be really hard because.
Oh, I'll tell you who else is back in their team is what's his name?
Big Charlie Dixon's there.
Yeah, but Rioli.
Yes.
I reckon he's a worry.
Yeah, they've pretty much got a full strength team, haven't they?
Yeah, and they're in
a
form.
Firing team.
They're in form. Yeah.
No,
I'm not overly hopeful.
Would you tip Carlton?
I generally tip Carlton anyway, but
But would you though?
If it was
legitimately, would you say
if it was the MCG? Yeah. But Marvel,
yeah.
I'm not sure it's going to work in our favour.
I don't like Marvel. No.
We're playing. Seem to be playing worse and worse at Marvel.
Yeah, it's just I've seen so many clangers there.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Is it a small ground or not?
No, it's not a small ground,
isn't it?
No.
Same size as the MCG or not?
Maybe it's a couple of feet smaller. I don't know, but it's not. It's
a bit narrower, maybe.
It's a.
Feels like we can't spread like we do on the MCG or something.
Yeah, it's a funny place. It's It's like all the oxygen's sucked out of the joint. It's just really weird. It's a weird place to be. It's you don't really ever feel like the crowd's involved.
Right.
Like the crowd momentum thing. At the G, it's like it's really loud.
Yeah.
And there's always like 80,000 Carlton supporters. And I don't know.
You'd think it'd be loud with an undercover, right?
No, it's like a recording studio. It's really dead. Yeah. It's really quiet.
And is it true you can hear the players really clearly? Someone told me that years ago.
No, I don't. I'm usually on the fourth.
Oh yeah. Okay, you're not going to hear anything.
Usually, you might hear the umpire go.
I haven't heard that for a while.
I think they've turned it down.
Who umpired? Was it Razor Ray and on that guy?
I think he was there.
And Manchild.
It wasn't.
And
it
the
wasn't
Manchild
Penis
looking
Head.
No, the Manchild looking.
Yeah.
Man was umpiring with Razor Ray. I don't know.
Yeah. So, all right. What are we up to? What do you want to do?
What
do you
now?
want to do votes yet?
Well, I've given you mine. TDK, Hewitt and Ollie Hollands. What do you got? Hang on. Yep.
I've made up my mind.
You haven't?
I was going to give Sard 3.
Okay, do it.
I just want to give Sard 3.
Yeah, he played great.
Yeah. I thought, oh shit, you know what? Owies 2.
Yeah, Owies was good
because of his demeanour and his disrespect to the other team. Love it. And he kicked 2 great. His marking, like that mark he took, sort of near the arc, sort of in front of goals. That bloke was way taller than him, and he just positioned himself really well just back behind the ball.
Yeah.
And took a clean mark. I just thought it was... And he never misses. Like, he just doesn't miss.
Really? Yeah. Yeah.
He's just got such a simple lead-up, goal-style kicking. Just, there's no stuttering or weird stuff going on. It's just really straightforward. So I'd give Owies 2. And I'd give... I'd always give Cripper votes, but just...
Oh, you could vote Cripps.
Occasion.
Seriously, you could vote Cripps every week, really.
Yeah, he drags them along. One vote. It have to be a defender, and
you've already got Sard as a defender.
No, I'd have to say De Koning. I'd have to give
TDK. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Just because there was so many green whistles placed.
He was the bionic man.
In his
it's just really weird.
Behind.
And I even saw out the last quarter with a bit of a punctured lung. Last 5 minutes.
You don't really ever feel like the crowd's involved.
Actually, I don't know when it happened.
Like the momentum.
It was late. It was
The crowd momentum thing.
When you messaged, I was stunned.
Oh,
when I went and had a look.
Me too.
Fractured foot and a punctured lung. I was, what the hell? Like,
when it said rest of the home and away season, I was like,
yeah, what?
And then I realized, and then someone said, no, he's good chance he's back for finals. It's like, oh, cool, good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we'll make finals.
We're going to make finals. Whether or not
we'll make finals.
We stay in the top 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or even top 4.
Yeah. No. Well, let's have a look. So. Let's just have a look.
Okay, well, it wouldn't surprise me if we lose the Port. I hate saying it.
Yep, I agree.
But
Collingwood, hey, they could, they always bloody give us trouble.
Well, they're going to lift. They're going to play They're going to play 3 times better than they do against anyone else. Yeah,
of course. Yeah, what's his name? Nick Dacos will have a monster game. And then we've got the Hawks.
which
my God.
Back in round 3 was like, yeah, woo,
I'll bank that.
No, I don't. Yeah, that's a danger game.
They don't care.
No.
They just think they are Supermen, and they should. And then we've got the Weagles. We should get that one.
So there's a win there.
Even if it's in Perth, doesn't matter. That's round 23.
St Kilda, who always play really well against us.
Right. See, they've had a couple of good games now.
And really trouble us. Yeah.
They're a good chance.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Membry's going to... It's only a matter of time before he does a calf or a quad or something.
Hey, it'd be funny if they beat Essendon this week.
Essendon. Yeah. Is it this week they play?
Yeah.
Okay.
Saturday. Then they play the Lions, and then they play Richmond. Nah, they're stuffed. And then they play the Cats. They're done. They're not going to do anything.
Richmond are a chance to beat Collingwood. I think the Dogs are a chance to beat Sydney.
Yeah.
And I reckon that Suns are a chance to beat Brisbane, believe it or not.
Well, yeah, it's probably at their stupid fortress, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, they'll win that one. Isn't it ridiculous, though, that scenario where they haven't won one away game?
Yeah.
Not one.
Yeah, it's not a good...
That's stupid.
Sad indictment on the club, really.
It's just... Like, come on. People First Stadium.
They're a strange team.
Their only win.
I hate watching them play.
Bizarre.
I hate their style of footy or something.
Something
about them. Brisbane bore the shit out of me too. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm not... Yeah, they do me too.
They're boring to watch. Who else is boring?
Giants.
Who else is boring to watch while we're at
Melbourne.
it? Yeah.
Melbourne.
Dockers can be.
The Dockers can be. They've been better though. That's about it, really. The rest of them, I even like watching. I love watching the Weagles because of Ali Reid.
Yeah.
He's just amazing.
And I like it when Geelong are on song. I like watching them.
Yeah. They're good.
There's a slickness about them.
Collingwood, when they turn it on, they look really amazing.
Yeah, they looked good. What was the game the other week? Was it last week?
No,
not against Hawthorn.
Against
Geelong. Was it against Geelong?
Let's have a look. 19. Collingwood played. Oh no, sorry, 18. Collingwood played the Cats and they lost.
Yeah, but they looked good at times. They looked really good at times.
Yeah. Geez, the Hawks beat Fremantle in round 18. God, that's a scary prospect, isn't it?
Shit.
Okay, let's look at the ladder here.
How'd they go
Hawks
at round 19?
Points.
What did they do? Oh, yeah, and they flogged Collingwood.
They're on 40 points, right? Essendon are on 42. They're 8.
They got towed up by Geelong, though. 110 to 59.
Well, yeah, probably a bit of experience there, maybe.
Oh, that's that GMHPA.
GMH. Yeah,
It reminds me of the drug. What's that drug?
GHB or something.
Yeah.
GBH.
Grievous bodily harm. GBH.
Yeah. Hawks are on 40 points. They could be in finals.
Yeah.
They're going to play the Crows. They could win that. They're going to play the Giants. They could beat anybody.
Yeah.
That'll be a good game against the Giants.
Be a good game against the Crows too, actually. At home.
Yeah.
Crows at home.
Yeah. Well, this be definitely interesting to see how they go the next 2 rounds. Because if they beat Adelaide in Adelaide and they beat the Giants in Canberra,
yeah,
whew, then they've got us at the MCG. They're going to be up and about.
Or worn out, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully injured.
Sicily down, bruised out.
Come on, Crows. Come on, Jai. Come on, Toby. Work your magic, mate.
Macarena. We need you. Do the Macarena.
Get those fingers in their eyeballs.
So what if he's fucking injured? I couldn't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. That was awesome. I like his style. I wish he played for us.
He really is just a fucking dumb yobbo footballer when all's said and done, isn't he?
Do you reckon?
Fortress, is it?
Oh, like the genius footballer, but, just a bit of a fucking
ridiculous, though?
drop kick in all other areas of his life.
Well, see, I like those bits.
Not one.
I loved it when he ran through that umpire.
That's
at the end of the game. I just thought that was fucking brilliant. Like, who has the madness to do that? To just go, yeah, fuck it, I'm going to beeline him.
Oh, he's a little grub.
See, I like it. We need more of those. That's why I like Owies.
Yeah, I do like Owies, yeah. And Blake's a bit of a shit stirrer.
He hasn't been smiling lately. You've noticed that? I think he's been a little bit off. He hasn't been having fun. Yeah, you can tell when he's having fun.
Hasn't been covering the ground quite as well either.
No, he's been a bit quiet. I don't know what his injury is.
Oh, so allegedly we are doing a lot of training again, like really filling the fitness again. So, that's why we've looked a little bit flat.
Yeah, I'll just check, double check
what his injury is.
Was it hip or something? Oh no, that's McGovern.
No, he's in. A little bit, but where are we?
Yeah, no.
Where are you, Blakers?
Yeah, McGovern's in, but Akers, I can't remember what he had.
Oh, I saw it somewhere.
Saw it somewhere, and No, I'm not sure where it was. No, I'm not sure where it was that I saw it. Here we go. Lakers. Okay, he's out tomorrow night's clash against Port Adelaide after failing his fitness test. That's all it says. What does that mean?
It's probably a written test. He's smiling and looking out the window. Blake, concentrate.
Have you had your Ritalin today, Blake?
I just want to run. Let me out and run somewhere.
Concentrate, mate. Concentrate. Now, this is a ball.
Scans cleared him of damage to his foot after being subbed out of the game against North Melbourne.
So they're going to arrest him.
He's got a foot injury.
Yeah. Failing his fitness test. So, yeah, he's probably not running properly.
I've got to tell you, I watched... have you got Netflix? You do the Netflix thing?
Well, I've got it, yeah, but I haven't been watching it lately.
Oh, there's a doco called Sprint.
Okay.
It follows the fastest 100 and 200 runners in last year's season. So.
Oh, okay. AFL.
No. Like athletics.
Oh, right.
They're physical freaks, guys. They're physical freaks.
They are.
But
so tell me that's natural. I mean, come on.
Oh, they train the fuck out of them.
What the fuck are they doing? I mean, because they look, their arms and biceps and chests and everything.
Well, it shows you a lot of the training they do.
Does it?
Yeah, it's cool. It's a really, really good doco. It's really engaging, man. We binged the whole thing one night. Went to bed at midnight, bleary-eyed, and got up for work the next morning.
Yeah, a few episodes, is it?
Yeah, about 6-ish.
Okay, yeah.
But I was thinking, man, these guys train like Olympic athletes.
All year.
Yeah, all year, and run each game.
4 years.
Yeah. It's
professional
pretty amazing.
Titles as well.
Pretty amazing.
It's not just amateur, like they do all the professional titles as well.
Well, no, I'm saying that the AFL boys are as fit as those.
Really?
Well, they're training and running harder than them because every week they got to back up every week and play for 2 hours.
Like these get bashed around.
These guys once every 6 weeks or something running an event.
Yeah.
It might be a weekend of running a few races, but the rest of the time.
Yeah. And they're not crashing into each other either.
They're fucking amazing athletes, our boys, I tell you.
Yeah.
It's an amazing game.
Yeah, I agree.
It's an amazing sport.
It is.
Amazing sport.
It is. It's uniquely complicated too.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Like they do a great job.
They do.
Honestly.
They really do. Yeah.
What a challenge. You got a physical game and you got to try and make it safe. Unheard of.
Yeah. I think we're getting a bit too Nancy with all of that. And I also think there is a lot of truth in what you think sort of comes to pass. If you're worried about injuries all the time, they're going to happen. Like if you're worried about head injuries, they're going to happen. Watch some of the old footage. I mean, David Rees-Jones has been knocked out more than anyone on the face of the earth. He's all right, still walking around, talking pretty well.
He does. No, he's very clear-eyed, But so we don't know. Like apparently there's so much litigation going on behind the scenes. It's that's the issue.
That's the problem. Yeah.
So we don't know.
What's your take on the game preview? What are you thinking?
Well,
obviously, if we play our best, we can do
it. We're even with our list at the moment and the disconnection and all the these kind of structural changes. I think we could still do it. I think we could still. I've seen us pull out some amazing amazing wins when I thought, but so we can do it. Yeah, we can do it. But if it just depends who turns up and Porter healthy. I think it's unlikely that we're going to win.
I do too.
I think it's unlikely.
Yeah. Sorry, supporters.
Yeah. Sorry that those 8 people that watch maybe a bit of the show.
Listen to us crapping on. Yeah.
Yeah, look, I think it's highly unlikely. And I don't like Marvel Stadium. I think we have clangers there.
Yeah.
There's no atmosphere. It's almost like it could be Port's home game as well. It doesn't really matter. When you get to Marvel, it's very neutral. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't have any sort of edge.
Right.
So, and Adelaide, like trip to Adelaide, that's not an away. That's we could do that in a night and do 3 gigs.
What is it, an hour flight from Melbourne or something? Not even?
Oh, it's got to be not even an hour, surely.
Maybe 50
I don't really
minutes,
know.
45, 50 minutes, yeah. I know it was an 8-hour drive. I know.
Yeah. It's from Melbourne, it's not a bad drive.
From Sydney.
Not even a bad drive.
Sydney it's a
shit drive.
We did it quite a few times too, let me tell you.
Ooh. That got me, that one. That got me. I got so crazy.
Oh, mate.
Oh, no.
We'd leave at night.
Yeah.
We'd pull out of Sydney at 8 o'clock at night and get into Adelaide at, I don't know, lunchtime or something the next day. Or 11 o'clock in the morning, I can't remember. Yeah, it was about a 15, 16-hour drive.
Yeah. It's a shit drive. That's one of the worst ones I've ever done.
Then we'd play to 6 people on Hindley Street.
Yeah.
Wonder if you're going to get killed or beaten to death on Hindley Street.
Or wish you were going to get killed or beaten to death.
Oh, it's bloody...
End it. Let's end it
it's
now.
a real showdown between there and bloody Gold Coast as, King Bogans of Australia.
Yeah.
I used to feel safer in King's Cross than Hindley Street, honestly.
Oh, mate. I used to walk around King's Cross with immunity. It was like I had a safety bubble around me. I'd be just like, wow, look at that. And look at that. It'd be 3 a.m., I'd be like, I'd have my per diem on me, and I'd pull... pull...
$20.
For $20, I'd pull...
That went a long way back in 1993, let me tell you.
Yeah, I could buy a week's worth of shopping for $20. Because we used to cook in the motel. And, but yeah, I'd be like staggering around there at 3 a.m. and pulling out like a tenner for a hot dog or something, and a prostitute would come up to me and say, "Here, love, you dropped 20." Even they were looking out for me.
Well, you did, dude.
Keep the 20, love.
Wow. Yeah.
No, it was great. I just never felt unsafe there.
No,
fantastic. Except for when the businessmen were around.
Yeah.
They were dicks. They'd have a bit of coke and they'd think they wanted to fight and all that. I didn't like them. After work. But later on was good.
When we were in Sydney, we'd play Springfields nearly every Saturday night or Friday night or whatever.
Yeah.
And this one night, just couldn't get a park, and said to girlfriend at the time, "Look, you go in, I'll get a park." Okay. Jumps out.
See you in a couple of hours.
No, yeah. And anyway, I look up, and there's 10 of the fucking biggest bikies I've ever seen walking towards the car, and then I look in the rearview mirror, and there's 10 of the biggest lebs I've ever seen in my life just going.
Oh no!
So I'm like,
you're in the middle of that.
Fuck! I start sinking down in the seat, like. And I watch them. They walk through each other. I'm going, shit. And they all did handoffs of money and drugs and as they're walking through each other. It was it was the freakiest looking thing.
Yeah. That's.
And saw a guy that had been stabbed in the tunnel. John Ibrahim's club down the road. Saw that one night.
Yeah.
Apart from that,
I saw a few dead bodies. I did.
Oh, really? In the cross?
Yeah,
ODs, yeah. Saw a guy getting held up at knife point on the way home about 3 a.m. one time.
Yeah. Other than that,
no problems.
I used to love going to Macca's because, that's where a lot of shit happens at Macca's.
Yeah.
I find.
Yeah.
Even in Melbourne.
Yeah. It's the same.
If you want to have
it's the same up here.
Is it?
Yeah. If you go to the big Macca's in Newcastle, it's like a fight night. Fight night in the car park.
Everything from the guy talking to himself to, just every demographic you can think of, a nice little family in the corner and then just, just all sorts of dysfunction going on.
Yeah.
But so I used to like going to the me and Glenn, we'd be like, oh yeah, let's go to Macca's. And that was our treat, we'd go down there and have a little bit of a look around. Do you remember that little in the mall when you sort of head towards the New Hampshire?
Yeah.
There was like a little mall.
New Hampshire was right next to Springers, wasn't it?
Yeah. And there was kind of a little mall that headed onto Darlinghurst Road.
Yep.
And in the middle of it was this bloody Thai place we used to go to.
Right.
And it was the hottest fucking meals I've ever had. Glenn would be like, yeah, get this one, get that one. I'm like just pouring with sweat, like going, I'm trying to eat. And like, I don't know about you, but I'm not a fan, of just like sweating profusely and trying to like stop my heart from bursting out of my chest while I'm having a meal.
Yeah, I don't mind spicy food. Yeah.
But that used to be funny too.
My girlfriend used to live in the Cross, so I sort of lived there by default as well. And,
yeah.
Yes, it was.
You fitted right in, mate.
Well, I was going to say I had my wisdom teeth out this time.
Yeah, you told me you had a bit of.
And then
Novocaine
and then I had a choice, and then it was chucking a paley up the street. And the parents shielding their kids from the. Look, there's a druggie.
Here comes one.
But yeah, it was really interesting. It was you felt a bit unsafe at first, then you settled in.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, cool. And then you saw some really deep stuff. It was scary again.
Well,
after 6 to 12 months living there, it's like, ooh, okay.
There was a guy.
Bad shit that goes on.
There was a guy that used to live on top of Hampshire.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say what he was doing, but he was running something.
Yeah.
And he was. I was in the elevator with him once on my own.
Yeah.
And I feared for my life because he was in full-blown psychosis.
Okay.
And he's angry about something, right? But he lived upstairs, so I'm guessing he was earning good money.
Yeah.
Like he lived there, like owned a place up there.
Yeah.
This is what I hear. Like, oh yeah, that guy, yes. He was pacing the elevator backward forward. I'm standing there just like, oh my God, he wants to offload like all sorts of anger, indirectly, because he was pissed off. And that was like fucking really, I was really
terrified.
I was terrified that day, yeah. So as funny as it was like all of a sudden you could find yourself in over your head, just
that's right,
way out of your fucking depth, you know. But that was kind of part of the
nearly dying in the elevator. Woo. Yeah.
And then the gigs were awesome. So
Springers was a great place to play.
Fuck, you can't beat it. That was my favourite place. Even of the Melbourne scene, that was my best memories from Springers.
Yeah.
And front bar at the Espy.
Oh.
Yeah. Good times.
Best I've ever played drums was at the front bar of the Espy. It was double header with you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that gig.
Fuck, I played well that night.
Yeah. Yeah, you were really peaking that night.
I could do whatever came into my head. It was bizarre.
Yeah.
Bizarre. Yeah, you forget how blessed we were. You don't realise at the time how blessed you were.
Yeah.
You look at the young musos today on Instagram sitting in their mum's bedroom and they're great. It's like, yeah, but now what? We're out playing to 400 and 500 people every night, and
everyone was like
loving it,
on the same page. Yeah. Just like, we're here to see this band, or we're here to see, we're not just kind of breezing through. It's like, and then when there was the four of us on that tour, it was just dynamite.
That was great.
It was just dynamite.
That night at the SB we were just talking about, where we did the double header, I remember pulling up in the van and they were lined up down the street. I was going, what? And it was packed to see us, and the whole place was just jam-packed with people.
Yeah. Yep.
Now it's full of rich lawyers drinking champagne on bloody polished timber floors.
Yeah. I haven't been there for years.
Don't do it; it'll break your heart.
No, I don't really. I think, like, to me, Elwood seems to have turned into St Kilda. Like, Elwood was always pretty
dodge.
Very much. No, very much your
Jewish.
No, just affluent.
Isn't there a Jewish enclave around there somewhere?
Definitely. Well, that's Caulfield and Balaclava.
Balaclava, yeah.
But Elwood, Elwood just very sort of affluent, but inner city kind of, back in the day,
I'm rich,
they had
but I'm cool.
their little push bikes riding around, and just like, and then kind of St Kilda turned into that.
Yeah. So
it just kind of went, okay.
It's getting back to the bad old days in St Kilda, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know, mate.
I think there's a fair bit of ice around there. Meth, yeah.
Well, that's an everywhere problem.
Oh, it is, yes.
It's an outer suburbs problem.
Yeah.
Massive.
Yeah. It's a problem
everywhere.
Problem in this town, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's cheap. It works, apparently. But
you can wank for
one-way
hours.
street. Yeah. Oh, God.
I've heard terrible stories. Nurses, guy just going at it for hours and hours till he's red raw.
Oh.
Yeah.
I might try something.
We're such a classy video channel, aren't we?
Oh, mate. This is.
We've been tame the last couple. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's not much. There's not much sort of inappropriateness going on at the moment.
No.
Everything seems to be sort of settled down. There's no footy players doing anything kind of untoward that we can expand on.
Domestic violence stopped miraculously after they had the AFL.
They solved it
in one night.
Yeah, footy did.
Unbelievable.
The coaches' speeches at the end of each game, that changed the world. Everyone pulled their heads in.
Sorry, darling.
I lay my weapons down. Let's come together.
Welcome to country.
I'm not even fucking racist anymore.
Nah.
No.
Not to Aboriginals anyway.
No, I've got mates that are black fellas, mate.
They're good footballers, mate, I'll tell you.
I'll tell you what. Hey, give them a fucking ball.
Yeah. The AFL's solved all the world's problems.
Oh, yeah, mate. We've
made it very boring podcast for us.
any situation that's just been dealt with by Vossi.
By ceremony.
And ceremonies,
armbands, and jerseys,
our orange respects,
yeah,
beanies. It's great to see women in them. Means that they've gone a round or two, and
So have you bought a new drum kit yet?
No, I'm nowhere near it, mate. I'm nowhere near it, and I'm scared to. I'm scared. I have to go to a store and set aside a day and where there's a place where there's some good kits set up and have a little bit of it.
Oh, do you want to buy a new one, do you?
Well, yeah. I don't trust secondhand stuff. You don't know what's hiding.
Yeah, I guess.
I think I'm just not patient enough to sift through it all. Because I don't know, my kit's pretty good, mate. It's in really good nick.
It's a Pearl, right?
Yeah, and its hoops and everything are there's no corrosion, no rust. It's just in really good condition. I think I might stick with it and just work with the heads a bit. Mix up the heads.
What type of Pearl is it? Sorry, which model?
It's a Masters.
Oh, they're great, man. They're great,
mate. It's a great little kit.
They're maple, isn't it? All maple.
It's a birch.
Oh, birch.
They can be maple, but
okay,
this is a birch.
Okay.
But it's nowhere near as warm as what you've got, and it's smaller as well. The 20-inch kick drum and stuff. But I'm going to stick with it. I think I might change up the hardware and the cymbals, maybe.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think I'll stick with it.
You could always buy another Pearl bass drum.
Yeah. Look, I really need to test it out at a gig or a rehearsal room. I haven't even played live in a rehearsal room. The stuff I've been doing with the Black Carlton's all been with the V drums.
Yeah.
And a speaker, because it's been at Quinn's house or
whatever for years.
Well, actually,
where's he living
now? What's that?
Where's Quinn living now? You don't have to be specific.
Yeah.
He's at 1A. Drop in and say hi. City? Back in Melbourne?
West.
Okay.
Out west.
How long does it take you to get into Melbourne from where you are?
Probably on this probably M1 onto Monash Freeway. It's only an hour away to get into the city.
Right.
But parking is the time taker. That's that's your time.
Mm-hmm.
But to get out past the west, it's probably 120, I reckon.
Okay.
120. So yeah, look, I actually recorded a killer drum track the other day. Really proud of it. So Quinn's working with that at the moment. He's just laying that track into the existing track now with my MIDI information triggered.
Yep.
That's going to come up really well. So hopefully there's a couple of songs coming soon.
Cool.
Yeah. That'd be good fun. And maybe some visual stuff.
I'm going to record next weekend. Yeah, for my chiropractor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a metalhead, so...
Do you get a deal,
Huh?
if you do some sessions?
No, I should bloody hit him up, shouldn't I?
Mate!
I know.
That's not right.
I know.
You tell him. Listen to you. Hey, I'm talking to you, mate. Yeah. Have you been going to the gym?
Yes, went today.
Yeah, I've been going every day.
But I crashed. I absolutely crashed this week. Monday night, I went to bed at 7 o'clock. Woke up about 9:30 for an hour or so and then went back to sleep. And then the next night, I crashed out about 5 p.m. 5 or 6 p.m. and slept. Woke up again about 10.
Yeah.
No, about
Went
the same.
back to sleep.
Yeah, 9:30, 10. Yeah, and then no, I was awake for half an hour, and then back to sleep again. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Must have needed that.
Oh, I think it's the weight. I think it's the weight.
Right.
All I seem to do since doing them is eat and sleep. I'm just.
Yeah.
But
yeah. It'll take you a while.
Well, I was doing them for about a year.
Yeah.
And I reckon it's only taken my body a couple of weeks to get back used to it, because on Friday I jumped in. I thought, I'll see how I go. I'll do supersets like I used to. So I did chest and bicep supersets.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Monday I pushed it hard again.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I think my body just went, fuck you, we need to sleep. Oh, and work was brutal too. I did
okay.
I had to roll about 100 square metres of eaves on Tuesday afternoon. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, mate, I got home and that was the. I was sitting out on the lounge. I was going to try and watch the football again. I had 2 shots at it Monday and Tuesday night to try and watch the game again, and mate, I lasted half an hour, and I was just.
Gee, that's a big house, mate. You're talking about.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's So it's about, each side of the house is about 40 metres long, and one wraps around as well. And they've put 2 metres. The eaves are 2 metres wide, and they've put V boards. So it's just been.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm up and down ladders and planks all day too. So it's.
Jesus, mate, that's cardio as well.
Yeah, I know. And then when I do weights, I'm not one of these people that does a set and sits around for 20 minutes looking.
No, neither I. No, I go pretty like a hit.
Yeah, I do it. Yeah, I do it till I'm puffing and like really out of breath.
Yeah. I'm amazed. Like I'd see people just sitting around on their phone like for hours.
Yeah,
it's bizarre. It's like.
Well, that's the best thing about weights, I reckon, is you're in and out in 45 minutes, and you've really worked your body pretty hard.
Well, I don't know if you remember, I told you I did my calf, but it came good again.
Yeah.
Oh, so I went nuts on it again, and I just totally fucked it.
Well, you inspired me to try skipping again. So, well, mine feels all right too. And same thing. I got a minute in and like, whoop, no.
Oh, there it is.
Was ready to go.
Well, this one I actually felt something in it go like that. And ironically, it was when I was warming down, when I was running quite hard, I wasn't putting much weight on my calf because my body was kind of moving faster. Yep. I put the machine down to 9 to back it off because I was on 12, and I put the incline down, and I was putting more weight on my calf because I was slowing down. Yeah. And it went bang, and I'm like, fuck, there it is again. So I'm back to the rowing machine now and weights. But the rowing machine works.
Yeah, they're good.
Like intervals.
Yeah. I
just go flat stick for like 20 minutes, and then I stop, and then I'll do another 20 minutes.
It's quite a long time.
And I get about 40 reps in a minute. So and it's on the hardest setting. So, and it doesn't wreck your body.
Yeah, it works. It works a whole lot of muscles in your body too, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it's all your chest and shoulders, and even your wrists and your forearms,
and your core. Your core and your legs.
And your legs are going.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have that pressure on your calf. So that's been working. But I just get a little bit bored of doing the same thing, you know. But I've figured out my bursitis is getting better.
Okay.
So I'm starting to do like weights, but lifting just from the front and not going outwards, just sort of lifting up that way.
Yeah, I've got really sore shoulders from. I think. Well, I know I do. My muscle genius manipulator guy that I used to go to, he said, all the years you've been coming to me, your fluid sac and your shoulders empty. So, you know,
right.
You're doing pretty well considering. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, that's
no, I can't. I still can't push back. Still can't do that. I just do stuff from the front and behind me I can do, but I can't go anywhere to the side or do a chest press or anything like that. Well, I can do push-ups.
Okay.
So
I can't do a chin-up. I used to do.
Oh, fuck. There's good girls in there that get in there and they just like go smashing these chin-ups out. And I'm just like, my God, if I could just do 2 with the form that they have, I'd be happy.
When I was in Scary Mother and doing boxing training, I'd do that all night, and then I'd finish with 160 sit-ups.
Whoa.
And 20 to 40 chin-ups.
Ooh.
Now I can't do one chin-up.
It's a long time ago.
I get to about,
The shakes.
Forget it. No. I am lifting about 95 kilos though.
Yeah. Well, these girls that were in there today were overhand chin-ups.
Oh,
just
good on them.
Just ripping it. I'm like, you. Jealous. Anyway, so this is what I think of this week, mate.
What is that?
Dirty socks, dirty blues.
Yeah, cool.
Socks. That's kind of where I'm at with this week.
I need some new Carlton accessories and clothing. I might have to get a jersey or something.
Didn't you get a membership? Came with a sticker
and a lanyard.
And a lanyard. There you go.
And a $15 voucher or something at the Carlton shop. So I felt, yeah.
$15 wouldn't buy you a seatbelt comforter.
That's it. I'm getting one. That'd be unreal.
I've got it. I've got the full kit in the car. I've got the steering wheel holder with the seatbelt comforters on. Total wanker. Total wanker.
Oh, man.
I'm sure when I take it to get serviced, they just spit all over it.
Yeah. Take it in the toilets and do mischievous things with it.
Well, this seatbelt comforter.
Take ice and go for hell for leather.
Yeah, I have noticed it came back with the steering wheel slightly sideways. I'm like, I don't think the front end's right, fellas. Yeah, no, you got to bring that back. I'm like, Jesus. Is that what you get for $1,500?
Oh, jeez, yeah.
I had to get new ball joints in the front end.
Oh, my car needs a service desperately. I don't know. Keep ignoring it. Poor old thing. It's a diesel though.
Painter's cars.
You can just bloody...
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Painter's cars always crack me up, mate.
Oh, mate. There's a turning point, I bought this one brand new and kept it for as long as I could. And there was a turning point where you just go, oh, well, it's gone now. Fuck it.
Yeah. Service, maybe next pay. I'm trying to look after this one because I can't get another one.
Yeah.
And I don't want to because cars are a waste of fucking money.
They are, yeah.
Yeah, I want to hang on to this one.
Yeah, I mean, there's kind of no point in me getting new ones because it's a pain if you just trash the bloody...
Mate, yeah, of course. No. I might let you go to bed, mate.
Yeah, I'm a bit rutified.
Yeah.
Got to go to a funeral tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
In Sydney, yeah.
Oh, you got to drive to Sydney?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I think I'll probably drive home, so it'll keep me from drinking too much too. But we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be all the old boys from school, so.
Oh, really?
It can get out of hand very quickly.
Do you reckon they'll have an open bar going as well?
Oh, there'll be something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, you'll be on it.
Might have to take a sleeping bag. Sleep on Manly Beach. It's down at Queenscliff, Manly Beach. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, lost three boys in the past 18 months. All in their 50s.
Schoolmates.
Yep.
Wow.
Two were pretty heavy drinkers, so it was kind of
okay.
You don't want to say no surprise. It's definitely a surprise, but
but yeah,
objectively you can go, yeah, well, But this guy was found next to his motorcycle in Bali, and he'd had an aneurysm.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, one of the funniest guys you ever meet in your life. Full of life.
That's frightening, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's really frightening that can happen.
Yeah. So, that's tomorrow.
That sucks. Is that for this fellow with the aneurysm?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. What about you, mate? What's on for the weekend?
Still moving a lot of stuff.
Yep.
I've got a pretty clear weekend, actually.
That's good.
So I'm retrieving all of my old study books. I found the old jazz one we were talking about last week with the blue cover.
Yes, contemporary.
I found that.
What is it? Contemporary. No, modern techniques for a contemporary drummer or something.
Yeah. I found that.
Jim Chapin.
And I found that one. And I've got a bunch I know exactly where they are that I'm going to retrieve, and I'm going to have a crack. I'm going to have a crack at some of the Garibaldi stuff because I really like it. I really like the paradiddle grooves.
No, I can't.
And the accents and the trying to keep the non-accented notes really soft and the accented ones really hard.
Yeah, I'm trying to do more.
Really enjoy that.
I'm trying to do more of that these days. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my where my passion is, because it just, I don't know, it just fucking it improves your playing. It's just great.
Yeah.
Especially when you do the permutation stuff. When you start just shifting things 16th notes.
Yeah.
That's just gets crazy, and I love it.
You listen to much Garibaldi's playing it, like Tara Power?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
No, not really.
What about
not really?
You'd know Squib Cakes.
No.
Oh, dude.
I don't know anything, mate.
Squib Cakes is one of the greatest drum intros ever of anything. It's like you will immediately like have an orgasm when you hear the drum intro for Squib Cakes. Yeah.
Can you send that to me?
Oh, yeah. Well, just go on YouTube and look up Squib Cakes, Tara Power.
I'm too lazy. Squid cakes.
Squib. Hang on. Oh, yeah. I've got to play it to you now because the drum intro is just...
Squib.
Ready?
Yeah. Tara Power. Fuck. Oh, that's awesome.
Killer.
Okay, I've got that. I got it. One of them's live. It sounds like the Beastie Boys, doesn't it?
Oh, that groove is just killer. And What Is Hip is the other one by Tara Power.
Okay.
That was Garibaldi. Yeah, the live one's all right, but that...
This $70 space heater.
Oh, yeah.
I've got ads, mate.
Oh, me too.
Oh, yeah, here it is. This is live. That's nuts. That's nuts.
Yeah, killer.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do that. You got a message. You have a message. But all the hi-hat stuff is...
Yeah.
What the...
Yeah. Garibaldi, he was fucking great. He still is. He's just left Tower Power, actually, after however many years. 50 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Jesus.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's a good stint.
I know.
We only lasted 2 years.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
But I bet David Garibaldi wasn't on the dole either.
Yeah, probably his pedants were...
getting $20 per diem.
Here you go, boys. Well, can we go off the dole yet? No. Well, but I thought the album went to number 4. Nah. Okay. All right.
It's not even funny, is it?
All right then.
That was the reality.
I'll
There's
just rock up to every city and say, yeah, I'm looking for work. What are you doing? Orchard work.
But it's not orange season. Yeah,
you
really.
Oh, isn't it? Because my dad told me it was. That's
Oh, well,
why
I
I came
tried. Anyway, see ya.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm back on it.
We're gonna be famous any day. Don't worry.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, you sound well. You sell 80,000 copies,
Did you?
and you get a bill for 10 grand. Yeah.
Did you really?
80,000 copies.
What?
Yeah.
Did you?
And got a bill for 10,000.
Fuck, bro. 80,000's unreal. We sold about 7.5 or something of the album.
Yeah. We're in debt.
Yeah.
Great industry.
Yes.
Work your ass off.
And even better now.
Work your ass off.
Even better now, thanks to
mate,
Spotify.
Spotify's just great.
And social media. Yeah.
The internet's fucking awesome, mate. Get your stuff out there.
I've got 200,000 likes.
Yeah, mate. I've got 100 followers.
All these bloody drummers sound exactly the same, don't they? It's the same feel. Their kits all sound the same, like bloody cardboard boxes.
Oh, mate, I don't even look at it. I make sure
I
don't subscribe to any of it. I only listen to the old guys, the stuff that you send me, and that's it.
I don't subscribe either, but it just sends it to me like, oh, you'd be interested in this. And, well, no, I'm fucking not, actually.
No, I've really weeded it out. I don't get anything. I don't get any of those little tosses anymore. It's great because it's just like I like, I'll like, delete it and stuff, and it'll say why, and I'll say it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for your feedback. Like, because I just don't want to see any more mini skirts with tits hanging out, doing really bad paradiddles. Just shocking parodies. Just shit. Garbage.
Yeah.
Just garbage playing.
I know.
Don't get it. Don't get any of that.
Yeah.
But I like the cooking show one that you send me.
She's a great chef.
She's a very good chef. She's very talented. The most talented chef I've ever seen.
I was talking with a friend about it. He's besotted with it as well.
Oh my god!
It's actually not as much sexual as it is sensual, which is why I love it so much. It's just really, there's something really cheeky and playful and just beautiful about it. It's like,
she just walks up to the table and crosses her legs, and it's just like, well, that's just the most incredible thing I've seen all day.
Yeah.
The imagination.
No, but it's true. You've only got to pause for 2 seconds on the wrong thing, and next thing your whole search thing is filled up with Anyway, or like
all sorts of trouble.
Watch some sort of boxing or whatever, and then next thing it's endless guys getting knocked out and beaten to a pulp in the street and whatever. Fucking hell, no.
I know. Yeah, I watch I'm a sucker for watching police interrogations.
Yeah. And
then it all just gets really seedy. Like, oh, and then this guy did this, and then this guy took that old woman and did this, and I'm like, whoa, hang on a minute.
And then at one point I had, because I watched one, had all these shark attacks, real life shark attacks and stuff, going, oh god, and crocodile attacks and stuff, just going, oh no. Oh, did you like that? Here's 100 million of them.
Yeah, it's some really bad ones.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the dark web is just on your doorstep,
We've also watched your YouTube channel. You're quite racist and make a mockery of all sorts of things, don't you? Oh.
Have done. Don't do it anymore. I stopped it now. As of today.
The AFL cured us.
Yeah, absolutely.
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 Peace
Peace and harmony for me all the way now.
With respect.
Oh, as Chopper said, full respect, mate. Full respect, Neville. Full respect, mate. No fucking around here, mate. Oh, it's a nice neighbourhood. Yeah, full respect, mate. But seriously, mate, how are you off for cash?
What? There's no cash. Cash? No.
Robbo.
No cash.
Well, it's like this, Neville.
You got 15 seconds. Whatever you said.
I reckon I could shoot you within 20 seconds. By the time you get off that chair to that door, I could shoot you. 10.
No, but seriously, mate, I need some cash.
Yeah. They always come good with it.
Have you seen him talk about in jail where he was... Who was that alleged Port Arthur massacre guy? What's his name? Martin Bryant.
Martin Bryant, yeah.
Mr. Reid, the voice he does.
Who, Banner or...
No, Chopper himself. There's footage of him talking about in jail, and he came across that Martin Bryant character. And
oh, Jesus.
When he does his voice. It's a classic. Mr. Reid does. Yeah, he was funny. Yeah.
Why did you keep fighting against the painters and dockers? Well, they didn't want violence night and day, 7 days a week. I did want violence night and day, 7 days a week. And Keithy Palmer accused me of pinching the Christmas snags. Oh, God. All of these, painters and dockers people and hardened criminals getting pissed off about the Christmas snags. It's a big deal.
A lot of people reckon he was a bit of a funny, don't they? Like a lot of the real hard crims, like, nah, this fucker's full of shit. Man, he wasn't there. Something.
Well, I don't know.
Apparently, he nearly pulled a gun out at the footy and shot Warwick Kappa.
It's hard to know. I'd back him in a street fight.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't.
I'd certainly back him. I don't think he'd turn away from it. I don't anyway. I think that
I read his autobiography years ago.
I read a couple of those.
He wasn't violent.
They were funny.
He was a violent bugger.
Yeah, I think the issue they had was the real crims were the ones that, and even Chopper would say, the real criminals, you'll never hear about them. No. You'll never know about them. It's just people like me, come up and, talk shit and do all this, but the real hardened ones, you're never gonna know. You're never gonna see. Yeah. So I think, I think that was the issue with him, was that the only way he could make any money was to just talk shit, and he was charismatic. So, have you seen the interview with Eric Banner when he's down in Tasmania?
No.
Oh mate, that's hilarious. He's holding chickens and patting them and telling stories and stuff. He's just a fucking hilarious. And Eric Banner's sitting there just half smiling, half shitting himself, listening to because Chopper's right up on him, telling him how he did the years, and Banner's just sitting there with his arms crossed, he's not happy.
But probably soaking it all in like a parrot, because he played him brilliantly, didn't he?
Mate, there's a monologue there that didn't make it into the movie called Hooky.
Oh right, okay.
It's about Hooky, this guy Hooky, the cripple, Hooky the cripple, and it shows Chopper Reid do the monologue, and then it shows Eric Banner do the monologue, and it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Didn't make it to the movie, but it's quite a watch. Yeah, very, very good, very good.
Well, mate, we're going to have to endeavour to try and do this earlier in the week, aren't we? Here we are. It's going to land tonight, and the game's tomorrow night. So, Yeah.
We'll have to, yeah. Well, I guess we get time, like, because it's a Friday game, so we've got a few days.
I do like to watch the game a second time, though.
It is handy.
Yeah.
Because you're not kind of charged with. I don't know about you, but I get pretty anxious during the game.
Oh, yeah. I thought we looked at Schmozzle when I watched it. And then second half, I had all these people come over, so I was a bit distracted. So when I watched it again, I was surprised we weren't quite as bad as I thought when I first watched it.
I think when you're anxious, you're watching it from a different, like you watch a fumble and you go, oh, like it's like triggering.
Yeah, it is. Oh no, it is definitely.
But when you know you've won and you watch it, you just kind of chill back and have a look. You go, oh, actually, that wasn't too bad. But at the time, it's like, it's looking like you're getting dumped by the second last team on the ladder.
Yeah, and stuff like
you're just thinking, fuck.
When Elijah Hollins, threw that ball on it, tried to throw the ball on his boot in slow motion and got tackled. I was like, okay, I don't know about this fucking kid, blah blah blah.
Right. Yeah.
And then I watched it again, and actually up until that point, he's playing quite well.
Okay.
And that same for Walshy. Walshy wasn't nearly as bad as I thought he played. And Cottrell played way better than I thought. So
yeah, it was more.
It is worth watching a second.
Involved.
It's worth watching a second time.
Yeah.
A lot of people I noticed went out on podcasts and whatever this week, just in a fury and we just looked terrible.
Well, I think we kind of did, but I think we.
In the context of the last few weeks, yes, but I think we did a lot better on Sunday. And North, Cripper said they're a hard team. It was a hard game.
I gotta say, North played a fucking
blinder,
just like a top four side game.
Yep.
That Simpkin out of the middle was just like there were so many involvements. There were so many people involved. That whole team.
Sheasel, how good was Sheasel?
Mate, all of these unknown role players were just on fire.
I'm actually a bit jealous of their midfield. I think, man, I text the mate builder up here that follows them. I said, mate, your team is going to, in the next couple of years, you guys are going to be fucking world beaters.
Oof. They're young too.
They're young. That's the thing. That's why I get jealous. Hawthorn,
yeah, Hawthorn.
Suns to a degree. The Suns to a degree.
Yeah, well, if they fix up that away thing, yeah.
I wouldn't quite write Collingwood off just yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their injury thing is. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah,
I never write them off.
No.
You don't know what we could be saying in 4 or 5 weeks. How the ladder is going to look, because it's just.
I can't see Essendon going far. They're talented and they're looking a lot better and they've got lots of run, but I think their game style, what they're doing, is not going to see them through.
I don't see them as like a potential North or Hawthorn. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't see that in them. I think they're good.
Then Port and Geelong are probably the other two in the 8 that I'm not saying they will, but I could see them dropping out.
Yeah. Like the Dogs probably will come in, I reckon, if they keep going.
If they play like they did against us and against
the last
2 weeks. But there's every chance they won't. This is what they do.
Yeah. And Rory Lobb could go down with an injury again, and you know what I mean? Like, he's found form at the moment, but you never know with him either.
You reckon they'll beat the Swans?
I think they will.
Yeah.
I think they will.
Yeah.
But I'm not writing the Swans off either.
No. Depends what their team is. I think Rowbottom's due to come back in. But see, you know what? Papley's out, but Luke Parker can go forward. Luke Parker's handy up forward.
Yeah, and Papley mightn't be out for as long as people think.
Yeah.
Everyone shit themselves because he was in a moon boot straight away, but apparently that could be not as bad as what it looked.
Yeah.
Like they could have a full strength team by finals again. So, man, that team have learnt so much now over their journey this season. If they get players back, mate, they're going to be serious contender. Warner's going to get off the chain. He's just going to.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many of them. Blakey, just, fuck, he's good.
Yeah.
So many of them.
Rampy's out, I think.
Yes.
Papley's out. Was there another midfield went down as well on the weekend?
Yeah, there was like 3 or 4,
Yeah.
I think. But if you're saying Rowbottom's coming back in already, that's a short-term
He's a chance
injury.
He's a chance man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're all a chance, those guys are coming back in again before finals. They're going to play finals. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Look, they've got to be favourites at this point, don't they?
Yeah. I still think that they've had a little down patch. There's only one way, isn't there, now?
Well, I'm hoping we're the same.
Yeah,
I'm hoping
me
we're
too.
the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, time will tell. Good night, Grant Miller. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, mate.
We'll talk sooner.
Yeah, I hope we get up. But Port might fire up, I think.
Especially after beating them at home, they want to make a statement.
Yeah, they'll love it.
And Ken Hinkley will want to beat his old apprentice too.
Yeah. Yeah. Go Cripper.
That's what I was going to say. Do you reckon Boss has maybe held his cards close to his chest as well? Because
I think he always does.
No, but I mean in games stuff as well, and because you don't want teams working you out too much either before finals. No. Yeah.
No, he's.
There's been something going on in the last few weeks. I don't know what it is. But
Yeah.
You notice he didn't look that worried either against Bulldogs and GWS. He's like, yeah.
He doesn't look worried at all.
Yeah. He looked a bit worried at half time. He looked furious.
Just after games, he doesn't look like his heart raises. You know what I mean? Except for one game. There was one game last year where he was really pissed off.
Yeah.
That was good though.
Yeah.
But he's. I think they've got a plan, but you just don't know. Like they're just moving things around all the time. So
yeah, there's something going on there. Anyway,
we've got time still. We've still got time, and we're in a good spot. So
we are. Yep.
We can drop a few.
Yep.
Still make finals.
Yes. Have fun, mate.
All right, mate. Have a good weekend.
You too.
And, have a few. Bring your sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Take your sleeping bag.
We'll see how we go.
It's my advice.
Yep. Oh, I just want to get home. You want to get home, get to your own bed.
Yeah. You don't want to sleep on the beach, mate.
Well, not maybe I'll pick up an horse, little fuck. Someone keep me warm, mate.
Yeah, mate. Someone
hey, darling, I respect women now.
What? Oh, shit, she can't fit in the sleeping bag. Jesus.
Gold not for you, darling. And on that note...
Thanks for your help. Good night.
See ya.
See you, mate.
See ya.
think this is just like a bit yellow.
Hello, goodbye.
One, two.
Recording, blah blah blah. Say something for me too, Grant.
Yeah.
Right.
There we go. It's going.
Yeah, I can hear you really clear.
Recording, blah blah blah. Say something for me too, Grant.
Yeah. Hello. I think this is just like a bit yellow.
Yeah, I can hear you really clear.
Yeah, cool.
I've got a movie star light on me today.